have a history of being unstable, and because of the the potential for damage that this device can inflict. First of all, EMP, an electromagnetic pulse device, is a device. It's a bomb. When it is detonated, it doesn't really produce a lot of blast, but if it's detonated in the air, which is called an air burst, depending on the height above the earth and the strength of the detonation, it can negatively affect a very wide area, because what it produces is radiation, which is called electromagnetic pulse. And you say, well, why is this so important? Well, what electromagnetic pulse will do, it will knock out every power source that it comes into contact with. It would knock out communications, television, radio. It would knock out electricity. Um, it would kill your car engine. You know, if you're driving your car, your engine would stop. And it's, as far as a effect on human life, it doesn't really have a big effect. The only effect it would have is if anybody is caught up in the blast. But it would definitely have a very crippling economic effect. And also, a device like this would give a small country like North Korea a decided advantage if they decided to attack. They would launch this type of device before they attacked, and then they would attack while this state of confusion exists, and it would greatly enhance what they could do. It would give them a lot of effect. It would make their attack very effective against smaller forces. So now, these devices are not new. We've done everything we can to keep them out of the hands of terrorists. But in the case of North Korea, they're getting assistance from other countries with producing this type of weaponry. And if there's any country in the world as a entity that does not need this type of weaponry, then that country is North Korea. Right now, the dictator over North Korea is Kim Jong-un. And I call him a little fat buddy, little Kim. He's a little fat little joker, a little funny looking fat joker, funny looking haircut, man. But Kim is ruthless. And I really think he's deranged. He comes from a line of leadership that comes from the same family since the Korean War. And North Korea, it's a very oppressed country, a very isolated country. They do not allow any ideals to come in from other countries, and it's ruled with an iron fist. President Kim rules that country with an iron fist. It was taken over, it became a dictatorship right during the Korean War time and after the Korean War. And the conditions have been made harsher and harsher by each succeeding leader who's come out of that family line. And to give you an idea of how ruthless that the current president is, he's had his own family members killed. He's had uncles killed. Anybody who he thinks is a threat to his leadership, he's had them exterminated. Those who were loyal followers of his father have been exterminated. Because when he was given the reins of leadership, he was a young man after his father died, and his father obviously knew he was dying. And so he was the youngest son, and at that young age, he's given the reins, and really, in reality, he's a spoiled brat. I don't think he has a real knowledge of world affairs. I think he's kind of in his own world as far as anything goes, and I think that's been a world of privilege, ever since he can remember. So I really don't think he knows anything else except the privilege of his stature. And I really believe that his mindset is tainted in that he believes or he feels that whatever he says goes. And this is the problem that you have when you put this type leader in control. North Korea has a record of attacking whenever it suits them, or really whenever they feel like they can get away with it. Over the years, they've done numerous attacks across the demilitarized zone on South Korea. And generally, what has happened is that the South Koreans have not really responded militarily, at least not the way that I feel they should, but they don't want a crisis to escalate, and I think that's why. But I feel that President Kim is one of those presidents that you've got to show force, because I believe that's what he understands. He's ruthless. He doesn't mind killing his own people. His people are afraid to speak out against the government, or else they will lose their lives. He's an oppressive leader, and I believe that if that's the type leader he is, you have to deal with him in the way that he understands. So I believe that the only way to successfully deal with this little nasty dictator is really by force, or to make him know that he can't overpower you with what he has. So nevertheless, out of all the countries in the world, I believe that North Korea is the last country that needs this type of weapon. I know for a fact, that our government is keeping a very close eye on North Korea. And if they don't implode first, then they're definitely going to be a problem for South Korea and the United States and the region. And the reason that I say that they may implode is because for many years, as a dictatorship, as a communist dictatorship, the people work, but all of the benefits of what they do, it goes to the government. And so now you have people, hardworking people, that are starving. Starvation is rampant, yet President Kim lives a lavish lifestyle, and yet most of their economy is geared toward military spending. I think he really believes that he can unify both North and South Korea, and I really believe he's crazy enough to try it. But, that's food for thought for today. But I think it was a very good, juicy topic to talk about and discuss. And you're free to make comments. Your thoughts are your thoughts. You're free to make comments. Also, hey, join this channel. I want you to join this channel. You're free to join. And because we will be doing this, and I enjoy doing it. I love doing it. And the reason I'm doing it, well, I started doing it to support my online business, which is Military Ring Express. That's MILITARYRINGEXPRESS.com, MilitaryRingExpress.com. You can call me at area code 912-977-5059. And what we do is we offer custom military rings. I'm a dealer here for Balfour in southeastern Georgia, and this is my ring. This is the one that I had made. This is a 14 karat gold ring I had custom made, and this is what I wanted on it. I've got my wording around the stone, which says, God is the power of my life. And of course, for me, I have a cross and a crown. Just showing you a product. This is a 14 karat gold ring here. I've got the, on the one side, I've got the truth, honor, and wisdom insignia. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, truth, honor, and wisdom. Those two colors there, those are my colors that I put there for personal reasons. Then, of course, disciple and teacher is the writing here that describes me. On this side, okay, of course, you see I put the Christian cross, and I've got, I believe it's purple and gold I've got down there. Those are two colors I put there for a reason. And then right above, I've got my wording above. But this is mine. I designed this one. I did it using the design work that we have on hand. And we have a bunch of different designs. Mainly we do service rings, but I just wanted mine to be a little bit different. So I did mine as more of this on this style. But you can go browse our site. That's militaryringexpress.com, www.militaryringexpress.com. ringexpress.com. You can browse our site. And if you're not sure about something, if there's something you want to try that you don't know if it'll work, just give me a call at 912-977-5059. My name is Cedric, and we'll be looking to see you there. So I hope you enjoyed this broadcast, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.